Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Happy Flow here bringing you another video, and today we are not playing Ranked Joust, but instead I got something special for you guys, man. We are going to be doing a top 5 Ranked Joust tier list. Apparently I can't say that because I had to do the intro so many times. Kept messing it up. Kept calling it a playlist. But anyways, those of you who came to see where your most favorite god or your most comfortable god falls on this tier list, I hate to disappoint, but I'm not going to do all 120 gods because that would just take forever. I want to keep this video around like the 30-40 minute mark. We'll see where that goes. But yeah, I'm just going to do the top 5 with an honorable mention, so technically top 6, I guess. And keep it short and sweet. And without any further ado, let's get into the intro.
I'm coming for your queen and your crib and your car and your spot, and especially that motherfucking crown. The bass that I boom is crack that I...
Alright kids, let's get into it. Before we start this though, I do want to throw a couple disclaimers out there, I guess, or just some notes. I am by any means not a GM. Go figure. And this is my opinion. So my opinion is based off of my level of play, which is like high diamond to low masters level. So I'm not queuing into the best in the world. I'm queuing into really good people. I'm queuing into solid players, masters players, high diamond players, and sometimes below that. You know, it just depends on what the matchmaking is like that day, or if I have a team with me or not. But as a solo queue player, man, I'm mostly queuing into a high diamond to low masters level of play. So, for example, and spoiler, Ho-Yi is probably going to be the biggest example. That god has a crazy high skill ceiling, so when a GM is on that god versus when someone who's in high diamond is on that god is a wild difference. So that diamond level player Ho-Yi, nowhere near doing the things of what that GM level Ho-Yi is doing. That's every god, yes, but the ceiling on Ho-Yi is just a crazy ceiling. So I do want to use him as an example, because I won't be putting Ho-Yi in like S+. I don't think Ho-Yi is that scary because I'm not queuing into the best though. But when I'm playing into somebody who is, you know, high masters to low GM or GM, you know, Ho-Yi is absolutely an S+ hunter. And we'll get there. So I just want to point that out for anybody who disagrees, because there will be people that disagree. But let me know in the comments, guys, where you think a certain god should go if you don't like where I put him. So put it a little bit. I'm going to explain S+ to A, and then we'll go right into it. Try not to be too long. S+ right there should be banning or picking. Absolutely upper echelon of gods in Ranked Joust. You should be banning or picking them first. If you're not, I don't know why. They provide the absolute best for the game mode as far as comps, kits, just alts, CC immunity. Just upper echelon of the gods right now. S. Very good gods, solid kits, provide a lot to most team comps. They're definitely worth playing, especially if combined with comfort. Comfort is a lot, not to get too much off of on a tangent, but like my Hera, for instance, my Hera would probably be in S, but Hera overall is just not a good god in Joust. She has no escape. The shield's not that great. I mean, it's movement speed, but no escape, no CC immune alt, so you know she just gets locked down pretty easily. But that's an example. A+, still solid picks. They lack one or more essential tools for the game mode, in my opinion, or they have obvious counters or weaknesses to the gods that are in upper echelon. The S+ or the S's. And then A, they can still be played where they need certain comps and synergy, communication, you know, things like that to run things to flow and run smooth and for them to really shine. So nobody in this player list, in this tier list, is going to be below A because again, this is top 5. And if I didn't mention at the beginning, I'm going to be doing one honorable mention per class. So it's going to be basically a top 6. But none of the gods that I name are going to be below A. So that's why I'm only doing S+ to A. So alright, let's get into it. I'm starting with Guardians. And I think Guardians is going to be the least controversial class. And you'll see why, I guess. But number 1, my best Guardian in Ranked Joust, Kuzenbo. None other than the Kuzen Troll, Kuzenbo. The reason why is because displacement, his displacement is just filthy. This god can throw his 1, slow, pop his 2, displace somebody with the 3, you know, alt, cooldowns are back up before you even need to ult. You can use the combo once again. He's just disgusting with his crowd control. He does really good damage. His passive's really well. He's tanky. So Kuzenbo is going to be my number 1 on my Guardian list. Number 2. Now this one we could talk about. Charon. Charon is going to be my number 2 on my top 5 Guardian list. So the reasoning because his kit is just bloated, man. If you guys aren't banning this guy, you need to, and I'm gonna tell you why. His 1, good damage. It's a silence. It's a slow. It's trail damage. His 2, it's attack speed reduction. Yeah, it got nerfed 5%, but you don't really feel it too much. But it's attack speed reduction. It's good damage. It's shield, constant shield. I mean, the thing's on like a 12-second cooldown at max rank. That's without any CDR built. So this guy is constantly having shields up for his team, dude. In team fights, I can't talk, man. In team fights, to be able to have the ability to constantly proc shields, not only for you but for your team, and like a good 3 or 4 of them in a whole team fight. If you guys are brawling correctly or incorrectly, this guy is just nasty. His 3, this is dash, but 280 damage, I believe, in max rank. As a Guardian, good damage. It's a root, and his ult is just CC immune. I mean, his ult takes up the entire lane. This guy's just nasty. So I don't want to stay too long on Charon, but yeah, Charon's gonna be my number 2 Guardian. Number 3. Now, probably gonna get a lot from here, and I'm also putting both of them in S+, by the way. So Charon, you gotta be banning, I think. Ares, I think, was like A, maybe A+. I think he's S now, and the reason being, and you'll see my list when I get down to the number 4, number 4 or number 5 or honorable mention Guardians. Ares can counter both of these picks. So Ares, I'm putting S. By himself, I don't think he's S tier, but the fact that he's a counter to 4 out of 5 top 5 or top 6 Guardians makes him a very, very good pick in himself. And he got buffed a lot, guys. Not just the last patch, but the patch before that, he got buffed. His chain damage got brought down a little bit, but his auto attack damage is nuts right now. His mitigations are nuts. His auras are nuts. Ares is just really good right now, in my opinion. So number 4, Bacchus. Bacchus is number 4, right behind Ares. It's no brainer here, man. Bacchus just has lane control. The map's really small, constant CC, really good pressure. Yeah, his leap is his main CC, but you can leap, you can disengage immediately. Your team can follow up off the damage. You can poke out enemies. He does insane damage. I think he has the best ability to have the blink Pridwin procs, by the way. Like Bacchus, blink, ult, Pridwin pops. He's really good initiate. You don't need to go blink on him, but it works very well, so you can leap out just in case. His burst can be interrupted a lot, but especially by the Charon with the 1 silence him. But it's unreliable. You have to constantly land that. I mean, I think Charon's silence is better off in other places, depending on what comp they have, obviously. But Bacchus is really good. Ares also counters Bacchus, so that's another reason why Ares is an S and above Bacchus, in my opinion. I think Ares is number 3, Bacchus is number 4. Number 5, making a rise into the top 5 list. I'm gonna have to say Cabrakan. Cabrakan is going to be a plus pick. I think he is the number 5 on the top 5 Guardian list. His buffs, if you have not played against him, man, it is obnoxious. You are just constantly being trembled. His CC is just nuts right now. His 1, yeah, I mean, good entry, immune to roots, immune to slows, I believe. Good stun on the 2, but now his tremors, man, are on a very, very short cooldown, so he's just constantly popping those, man, and you can't move. I played it as an Arachne into a Cabrakan, just in a casual, just messing around, and dude, you just the constant movement, you can't get in on the team. He's a solid peel pick. I wasn't too high on Cabrakan. I do play him a lot. I used to, I would have to say that, but he kind of fell off, but man, with these buffs, I think Ares is back on the map and a really solid pick. So that's my top 5 Guardian list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So an honorable mention, I will throw in Atlas. Atlas is going to be my honorable mention. I think Atlas is a argument for being on the top 5 list, but just doesn't quite make it because I think these gods are better. Atlas provides a lot. A really good Atlas is very scary. You know, the displacement on the 2 with Emperors being out of the game now. I think that's what Atlas really made Atlas good. The fact that he could pull people under tower and take those 2 tower shots with tower being buffed. But with Emperors gone now, Atlas is a little bit less scary, but can still do a lot. He has prot shred, he has good damage, good poke, can build prophetic and abuse prophetic as far as getting stacks. So Atlas is going to be my honorable mention in my top 5 Guardian picks. So let's move on to Warriors. Starting with my number 1, I think the best warrior in Ranked Joust, Achilles. Now I'm going to stick Achilles in, Achilles is an S. I think Achilles is a very, very, very good pick. I won't say he's like top, you know, S+, like you need to be banning him, but if you can get your hands on an Achilles, especially into a double comp, like a double frontline comp, he had his execute buff 5%, so it's now 35% threshold, I believe. So if you're running like a Guardian and a Warrior and into an Achilles, beware, dude, because Achilles, he has that execute up and ready and available. So all you gotta do is kind of burn off the tanks a little bit, and he can wrap it up at 35% of their HP. So Achilles very strong. He's going to be a number 1 warrior. Number 2, just an absolute menace, Cuchulainn, man. Cuchulainn, I'm going to stick an A+. I don't think he's S tier, but warriors aren't really doing too well anyways right now. There's a few that just do really, really good. Cuchulainn, man, he just brings a lot to the table as far as damage and just the ability to get in and really fuck up the back line and disrupt things and provide no follow-up for when you guys are trying to set things up. Just a lot of damage, you know, not a lot of crowd control, so he doesn't really do too well with like the binding route, and but you can do it like the spikes, prophetic mana core spikes, but he still brings a lot to the table, man. Cuchulainn can get in, and he can honestly get triple kills, double kills in that first like 10 minutes of the game. Doesn't fall off too hard like the chalk pick does, you know. Still relevant, but the damage threat is always there. He can blink in, he can ult, he can pop the Pridwin, he can transform, ult again, you know, and then not to mention his combos. So Cuchulainn, a very solid pick, and I'm going to say he's number 2 on my warrior list. Number 3. Now, whereas I might be a little bit biased on this, Sun Wukong. And I'm going to stick Sun Wukong in A+. Now, Wukong, if you're playing him correctly, and it's tough to play him correctly. A lot of people just want to build him damage. A lot of people want to build him full tank. I think he does really well full tank. He does do very well as damage character as well. Wukong, I think, shines when you have a mage and a guardian, and you get to third pick the Wukong and build a little bit of damage on him. I had a video up where I had like 16 kills, man. It was insane. You can dive the back line so easy, and the other 2 can deal with the tank. If they don't have a tank that's good to peel either, Wukong just does his thing, man. He's kind of like Camazotz. I said that in my video, where you can just blink, tiger stun, you can drop your kit, you can ult, and you're safe. If they're not dead by the time you drop your kit on them, then you can ult, clean it up, and still have safety to get out. Or you can ox form out, bird form out. Wukong, very strong pick right now in my opinion, especially in the hands of the right people, man. He's just a crazy god. Even full damage. I think the best builds for Wukong involve Soul Eater, so it's a little bit awkward to try to get his Soul Eater in there, but maybe I should make a guide for some of these gods because I play Wukong a lot. But anyways, so hold on. Sorry, text message. Wife is messaging me. So, in my opinion, Wukong, if you're going to build him tank, I would go like Bluestone Thebes, Soul Eater, Glad Shield, Pridwin, Binding. Arc Druid is very good as well if you don't think you need Binding, because Binding, you know, late game, kind of irrelevant. Mana Core Spikes is good as well. You can drop 3 of them if you get Ox form. So yeah, he does pretty good. Moving on though, so Sun Wukong number 3. Number 4. is going to be Shiva. Shiva. And I'm going to stick Shiva in A+ as well. I do think Shiva is very good. Not at the same as Wukong where a Guardian of Mage he does well. I think Shiva is actually, no, yeah, exactly the same. Shiva does much better when he is the backup tank, not as the solo tank. So if Shiva is the only tank on the game and you have like a traditional comp where it's a mage and a hunter and then Shiva, he doesn't really do too well with that straight up tank build. You want to be able to build Shiva with the binding, with the mana core spikes, with the Pridwen. He is one of the best, if not the best warriors to proc Manticore spikes with. So Shiva just does nasty things when you have Prophetic Cloak, you have spikes up, just dive the back line. You can alt CC immune for that, however long you're in there, like 5 seconds, 6 seconds, you're CC immune. So he can do some things, man. He can get in, he can safe fly, you get the double dash out, two forms of CC with the 1 and the 2. I do like Shiva a lot, and I will try to be playing a lot more Shiva. All right, so number 5, number 5. Where are you at? Now this god is making a come up as well. I don't think he would have been in my top 5 until the buffs. Man, I can't alphabetical order, right? It's gonna be Osiris. Number 5 is gonna be Osiris. I'm gonna stick him in A+ as well. Osiris buffs did him very good. Mitigations are very important, guys. If you don't know what mitigations are, look it up. Because mitigations are nasty. And the fact that you can get in, you can pop your 3, you get mitigations, you have CC immune alt. Also, it's a leap. It's anti-heal, so you don't need to build anti-heal. You can build full tank and build a kin size and just destroy people. His poke is really good. Sometimes I pick up bluestone on him. His poke is really good. You can help with clear that way. You can stop a lot of their dive with the 3. Yeah, his 3's a delayed stun, but some people fear it, man. Some people, when you pop that 3, they completely go back to what they were doing and go neutral. They will stop their dive. Osiris is a menace, man. I think Osiris is really good right now. I think he's a sleeper pick. I would say pick him up and try him, man. At least give it a try. Okay, so that's my top 5. Honorable mention. My honorable mention is going to be where is she at? Mulan. Now, Mulan, I'm gonna stick an A. I know what you're thinking. Where the fuck is Hercules? Hercules. Let's just talk about it, okay? Mulan has the pool. She doesn't really have an escape. Her escape is her initiate. Her alt, though, can dive the backline very well. A blink Mulan is insane. I think she does more damage than Hercules. I'll go on record saying that. She has more damage in her kit than Hercules, especially when you get her abilities ranked up. Like, in the beginning, Mulan's not as a threat as Hercules is. But Herc is just kind of a one-trick pony. We know what he's going to do. He's going to step up, he's going to pull, he's going to push. You know, there's a lot of gods that can interrupt this. Like for my Hera, for instance, bringing her up again. Herc pulls somebody on my team, I polymorph, and then he can't follow up. He's kind of a one-trick pony. His dash is part of, like, it's 2 abilities to displace somebody. I just don't think that's good. All of his items got nerfed as well. I just don't think he's that good, as good as he used to be. Mulan, I think, is way better, man. Just more damage, more displacement. She can dive the backline a lot better. She doesn't have the ult that can get thrown, but it gets in. It knocks up. It's double CC. I just think she's overall a better warrior. I don't know why I'm arguing for Hercules. Nobody's saying that he's better, but I feel like that's what people are going to come for me about. So Mulan going to be my honorable mention for top 5. I just think these 4 are better. So, or 5. Well, Achilles definitely, but these 5 warriors are better. But she could be discussed to be in there over Osiris, you know, maybe. We'll see though. All right, let's get into assassins. Number 1 assassin, best assassin in Ranked Joust, no brainer, right? It's Neja, and I'm gonna put Neja in S+. I'm gonna put him above. So I will be going back. Sorry guys, to moving these gods around of who I think is better in the A+. Like, Kukulkan I think would be, no, that looks good actually. I'll move Achilles up above Ares and Bacchus though. So I'll move these in order of the S, but Neja. Do we have to talk about it, man? Best alt setup in the game, or not alt setup in the game, but best setup in the game with the alt. Kumbhakarna, whatever, but Kumbhakarna's kit's not what Neja's kit is. This guy can abuse the prophetic cloak stacks. You throw your one at the wave, doesn't matter. Whoever's standing near it, you basically have a stack. Hold on 1 second. It hits 7 people, I think. So you're always gonna stack it. You build Bluestone this god into prophetic, and then you can do whatever you want. You can go damage, you can go tank, you can go hybrid. This god can be used in any way in Joust and set up for his team so beautifully. And he's safe. He can immune a lot of damage with the sash. So if like Poseidon's getting ready to ult him or something, or Discordia is getting ready to ult him, he sashes. He's immune to damage. His 1 gives him movement speed. It slows. His 2 is a heal. His 3 is just or his ult is just crazy setup for damage, man. Neja is just, he's the best. He's the best assassin right now in Ranked Joust. So number two assassin in Ranked Joust is going to go to, where you at? Thor, I'm going to stick an S tier. I'm actually going to stick Thor over Ares and Bacchus overall, but he's the number 2 best assassin in Ranked Joust. Thor kind of does it all as well. His ult, you can ult from a distance, so you can back, you can be in a team fight. Even if you get poked out, you can get back in much more quicker than most of the other assassins. Most assassins are bad in Ranked Joust anyways. You have good setup with the wall. You can block people. God damn, man. Carbonated water. You can block people in the tower. Let's say like you have an Atlas that pulls people in the tower. You can hammer, block them in. You can cut off escape routes and choke points. The double tap is nasty damage if you want to build like straight into a Bluestone or a Warrior's Axe or even Sigil and go into like Jotuns, or you can go the Crusher route. You can go hybrid. You can go tank if you really want to. And he has a good setup, but I wouldn't recommend it. Thor is really good, and I'm gonna put him as my number 2 best assassin in Ranked Joust. Number 3, let's go with Robin. I'm gonna put him, I think he's not as good as like Kukon and Wukong and Shiva. Yeah, let's put him at the full damage. Robin is nasty, but he can do things hybrid as well. I think he's best full damage though. So I'll stick him in front of Wukong behind Kukulin. Number 3 on my assassin list, Robin. Damage, mitigations, hard to kill, immunity, CC immunity with the 3. Alt can follow behind walls like Discordia tries to run away over a wall. You can follow her. He's CC immune. It covers distance. Glass cannon, this god is just absolutely insane. If you dump his kit on somebody, you blink, you root, you 1, you 2, you alt, they're dead, dude. They're off the map. The mages they don't have a chance. Either that or you're getting relics. You can blink in, you can 3, and then you can walk away. You can just disengage. You're probably going to scare them, and they're going to panic beads. They're going to panic Aegis, and then you just walk away, and then you still have your ult to cover distance or get out if you want to. He's super safe to dive. He does a lot of damage, man. He's not as tanky as he used to be with the mitigations, but they did give his damage back in his 1. So yeah, Robin's really good. Yeah, A+. I think he's A+. Number 4. Now this god used to be S in my opinion, but we're gonna go with Fenrir. Fenrir fell off a lot, man, with the starters being put back in. More gods that counter him are viable again. So it's not like Fenrir did anything wrong to fall down. It's just that more gods rose up. So as a whole, Fenrir just fell down in the tier list. A lot of his counter matchups are above him. So, he still has good setup. You can still ult, you can pull people under the tower. People know what's coming. Brutalize gets interrupted a lot. But Fenrir is still a solid pick. You can absolutely last pick Fenrir or even second pick Fenrir depending on where you're at in the Q's and B's. The P's and B's. I said Q's and B's. The P's and B's, picks and bans if you didn't know. Let's say like your team's first pick and they picked like a Guardian, they picked Bacchus, and then the second team picks 2 and then you picked Fenrir. He's a solid pick right there, man. So yeah, we'll put Fenrir as number 4. A tier though, he's, like I said, he can still be strong, but just not up there with these kind of gods. I think he's worse than all these gods, but still a solid pick. Number 5 on my top 5 assassins list is Bastet. I'm going to put her above Fenrir, though, because Bastet brings a little bit more to the table. Her ult is garbage, but she does so much more damage than Fenrir, and she is safer, in my opinion. Now, Fenrir, you have to leap out. You have 2 leaps, 2 forms of escape. But Bastet, you can leap in, leap out, leap in, leap out. You have, you know, like, if you play her correctly and people aren't really... you know, just waiting for you. You could just step in and use your 2. You can step in, use your 3. It's got 3 hits on the cat now to take the cat away. Bastet can do a lot. I miss her old kit. I do have a lot of love for Bastet, and I wish she was higher. I wish I could put her higher, but she's A tier at best. Just she brings a decent amount of just fear. You know, having a Bastet on your team, just a lot of mages get scared of her. A lot of hunters don't want to step up, so they play around you, and it allows your team to just do other things. You know, just you demand presence on the battlefield is what I'm saying. So Bastet a good pick in my opinion. I like Bastet. I still play Bastet a lot. Yeah, she's one of my top 5 most played gods. So I do like Bastet. I'll put her at 5. Now honorable mention. Doesn't really make the top 5 assassins list, but can have an argument, is Callie. Callie's early game is just awful. It's awful. If you can get to late game, we know what this god can do. Just disgusting. I picked Callie once into, I don't remember what the other 2 teams were, or the other 2 team members were, but I played her into a Sobek and 2 other gods. Who cares? Mention them. Every time Sobek would miss a dash, dude, or hit his dash, I just punished. Just, you know, made him my target every time. Built Prot Shred, you know, and then just punished him and forced his ult. Really made him think about his plucks. And it countered him a lot, man. And Callie can do things. You just got to get through that early. I recommend building a bluestone just so you can help wave clear, depending on who your mage is on when you pick Callie. But there's little tricks that you could do to actually be viable with her. Just got to remember, your early game is absolutely garbage. You have to basically just sit. You can't do anything until you got like 3, maybe 4 items online, and then this guy just takes off, man. If you play her correctly, position correctly, and build her correctly. Stop building weird shit like Crusher on this god. Just stop doing it. You need Prot Shred, you need Kin Size, you need Oboe, you need Dominance, you need, you know, attack speed, Prot Shred. Executioner. I see some people build Trans and Crusher on her. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? You know, you're trying to, oh, her early game's bad, I need to get some, you know, damage online or ability. No, man, don't do it. You pick this god to shred tanks. You pick her into 2 tank comp and shred them late game, and punish. So moving along, we're what are we, about 20 something minutes into this, so good time, making good time. Let's move to hunters. Best hunter in Ranked Joust, in my opinion, is going to be Xbalanque. Shibalanque is what I'll say he is. X-Ball. We'll just call him X-Ball. Everybody knows him as X-Ball. We'll get to Marticaris. X-Ball right now, to me, is the best hunter in the game. He does so much damage. He also doesn't need to really build. So like, what's the meta build right now? You go T2 Griffins, you pick up Cow on your first back, finish Griffin Wing, and then you go into like what, Dom, Exy, Kins, name it, who cares? Build Oboe. You can build Oboe with this god. You have the damage on your 1 if you're maxing it. You don't need to max your damage on your 2, just max the damage on your 1. Griffin Wing, Cal, Oboe, and this god's already slamming, dude. Then you can insert Kin Size, Executioner, Dominance, or whatever. Build Aussie, dude. He does so much damage. The ult turns off the lights. He has range. He has movement speed. He has escape, CC immunity. His 2 is a lot of poke. It slows. He brings a lot to the table. This god is really fucking good. I would be banning him if I'm top picks and bans. But that's me. If you want to continue to ban the Marty, because I already know. Number 2, I know you guys are going to be like, what is this guy talking about? Hachiman. Not what am I talking about, because Hachiman's really good. We know he's good. He's top 5 for sure. But he is better than my number 3 pick. You know what's coming. Hachiman's just insane, man. The 1's crazy. The 2 is good poke. The 1 just has so much range and so much damage on it right now. You don't need mana pots with this god, so you can just go straight up four health pots in the beginning, have crazy sustain, and stay in there, hit level 5 before everybody else does. Crazy range on the ult, escape, safety. What else do you need? Damage and safety, CC immunity. That's what makes people good in Ranked Joust. I should have said that at the beginning. Damage, safety, CC immunity. That's what makes people really, really, really good in this game mode. Something's not looking right. Yeah. Okay. X-Ball, yeah. Yeah, Hachiman's number 2. Now, Martikaras. Martikaras is number 3. The last nerfs hurt him, man. This god was S+ for sure. Best hunter in the game. No argument until 10.8 last patch. They took away some of the damage on his ult, which is what they needed. They need to reduce the time on it as well. But I think Marty is finally fitting where he needs to be. You can play extremely safe with this god. Never be touched if you play him right. As long as your ult is up, you can be aggressive. Sometimes you can build Blink to follow up on your front line's damage and just delete people. If you know, let's say you have a Bacchus on your team and a, I don't know, Shiva with Bacchus, Marty, and then, I don't know, pick a mage, Anubis. When Bacchus leaps in, ults, he has Pridwin built, he takes away half a mage's HP. If they don't have beads or Aegis up, dude, and you have Marty and you blink in and you combo and you hold your ult for when the team's going to engage on you after that, it's too late. Their mage is gone, their hunter's gone, their assassin's gone. If they're not building defense, if it's late game, if they are building defense, they're still gone. Marty does massive damage. Safety with the ult, still annoying. The 3 is annoying as hell. His 1-2 combo is just disgusting, or 2-1 combo is disgusting. I just don't think he's better than Hachi and X-Ball anymore, guys. I don't think he is. It's the lack of safety. Like, he has to have his ult up in order to be safe. Whereas Hachi can ult out, he can dash out. X-Ball can ult out, he can dash out. He's number 3 hunter, in my opinion. Number 4. This is where we can get a little weird because I haven't mentioned Hou Yi. Hou Yi's going to be my number 4. Hou Yi is going to be my number 4 hunter in the game. I'm putting him as A+. If Snatty, or if, name a GM is playing this god, Hou Yi's the best character in the game. But that's not the case. Most people that play Hou Yi cannot play Hou Yi to the level that Hou Yi can be played at the highest and skill ceiling. Solid pick. I'm never scared of one though. Unless I see a GM board, I'm never scared. Even a Masters board, I'm not scared of them, man. If you're standing in the right spots, if you know where the bounces come in and out at, then, which I do, you guys should learn. If not, learn how to play against him, dude. And he's not that scary. You know what he's gonna do. I mean, he still can be disgusting though. Hou Yi can do some nasty shit, especially in this map. This map was built for him. He's got a lot of choke points. He can hit that ricochet in. He does buffs really, really quickly. Hou Yi is very good. Still, like I said, I'm putting him into my number 4. He could be number 1. There's an argument for it. Just move everybody down a slot, but I'm putting him in A+ as my number 4 best hunter in the game. Number 5, Medusa. Medusa is going to go number 5 hunter in the game. There's an argument for her to be higher than Hou Yi. Some people think so, because Medusa is easier to play than Hou Yi is. Her 2 got buffed, which is her acid spray. Bluestone is now into the game, so Medusa can full clear. She can build the trans. She can go hybrid, so you don't usually you build a hunter, trans, soul eater, crusher, fail not, heart seeker. Medusa, you don't need to do that. You can actually, her auto attacks are actually very viable, so you can build her hybrid where you can go into the bluestone, the crusher. Bluestone Trans, Crusher, and then move toward like Kin Size, Aussie, Executioner, Oboe type of itemization, and do start off ability base and then round it out auto attack. Not a lot of hunters, if any, can do that and actually be viable. Let's say like Hou Yi. Don't build trans on Hou Yi. Don't build trans on Hachi or X-Ball. They're going to go straight auto attack route. Marty's going to be straight ability based route. You don't want to be building like, Executioner or Oboe on a Marty, Medusa can get away with that. So Medusa is actually very good right now. CC immunity in the alt. Her dash can be caught. This is why I'm putting her, you know, as number 5. Or as number 4. Sorry. Is she number 5? Yeah, she's number 5. Okay, so because you got 1, 2, 3, and then Ho Yi. So yeah, she's number 5. Like I said, CC immunity in the alt. Dash can be caught though, so that's a little scary. But yeah, Medusa's gonna go to number 5, and we're gonna get into the honorable mention. Honorable mention hunter is going to be Chiron. Now, where I would like to put Chiron above Medusa, and you can make that argument. His dash is better. His 1, I think, is a lot better because, you know what? I'm changing that. I don't think that's how it was on my list. Chiron is actually number 5. Medusa is going to be honorable mention. We're going to swap those two. I promise that won't happen again in this video. We're going to swap those two. Chiron, I think, is better than Medusa. I don't know why I was going to make him my honorable mention. I believe I wrote it out as him to be number 5. I messed that up. Forgot about my boy. His 1 is strong. Now, same thing with Ho Yi almost, where the ceiling. Chiron has a pretty high skill ceiling. Not a lot of people use his 1 for the CC immunity. They just use it to poke, to do damage. Chiron has CC immunity in his 1. If Ares ults your whole team and your whole team stands on you and you drop your 1 at the right moment, none of your teammates are being pulled. Simple as that. Land and auto attack pop to 2. When it's maxed out, good damage. Your double frontline comp can dive. You can ult. Range is crazy. You can ult and still do. If you land all 3 and land your 2, goodbye mage, goodbye hunter. Chiron very, very safe. Dash cannot be interrupted. Well, blocked. I mean, it can be interrupted, but it cannot be blocked by a god like Medusa's can. You also knock people back. So if you want to be aggressive and you dash into somebody, if they're trying to escape, it knocks them back into your team. Much better than Medusa, in my opinion. Sorry, Chiron. I fucked up. He's my number 5. Medusa is going to be the honorable mention. We talked about her already. Moving on into mages, and let's wrap this thing up. Top 5 mages in Ranked Joust. Number 1. No brainer here, in my opinion, guys. Thoth. Thoth is going to be above everybody in S+, besides Neja. Neja, I think, is still better. Best mage in the game right now. As far as Joust, I don't know Conquest, but in Joust, ban Thoth, dude. Do not let this god through. They buffed his penetration. They buffed his ult damage. I don't know why. This god was already at S tier, but now he does so much damage, and you feel it. You feel it for sure. He's absolutely disgusting. He's safe. Build him with a hunter, and then you put the fucking wall up. They can shred towers. He does so much damage. He has good range. He's, like I said, he's safe. He can dash out. Thoth is absolutely insane. You need to be banning him or picking him in your games. If you're not, you're crazy. If there's any other mage you're putting above this god, you're crazy, in my opinion. That being said, let's get into number 2 best mage in Ranked Joust. I'm going to go with, where you at? HIJKLMNOP, Persephone. Persephone, gonna put her right behind Thoth in S+. I do think Persephone is S+. Yes, I do. This god, again, what makes good mages, or what makes good people in Ranked Joust, man? Safety, damage, CC immunity. And she has a lot of those. She has insane poke. Probably the best poke. I don't know, Thoth right there. Definitely top 2, top 3 best poke out of mages. Just annoying to deal with. Ult is very good. She's CC immune in the ult. She has a dash to get out. It does go over walls. She has insane burst. Very good god, Persephone. I need to learn how to play her, because I don't play her. I just ban her. I never let her in my games. So yeah, Persephone number 2. Number 3, Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay, number 3. I'm gonna put her in S. I'm gonna put her right there. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of just throwing them everywhere now. Morgan Le Fay, I think, is 3rd best mage in the game. I personally can't fucking stand playing into this god. I will ban her over Persephone. I would much rather play into Persephone than Morgan Le Fay. That's just me. I have a hard time dealing with this god when I play into her. I fucking hate the fear. I hate the CC immune ult that hits for fucking 1400 if you're building her right end game. I just hate this god. The knock-up, it's tough to get in on her. I play a lot of assassins and warriors. She's just hard to lock down, and she has no escape. That's the problem, man. Poke is crazy. Damage is crazy. CC immune ult. I don't want to spend too much time on her. She's annoying. I hate Morgan Le Fay. I'm banning her in all my games. That's just me. Yeah, third best mage in the game. Number 4, fourth best mage in the game, Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga, actually, okay, I thought I put Morgan Le Fay in S+. I don't think she's S+. Baba Yaga, I'm going to put in S. Very strong god. Don't think you should be picking or banning her, but well, first picking or banning her. Let's change that. It should be first picking or banning her. Yeah, Baba Yaga, she has a good dash, but it can get caught a lot, which is why I don't think she should be any better than she is. She used to be S+, I believe, in my opinion, but I don't know, man. Baba is just casting time, the ability casting time is slow. She has crazy damage, inconsistent though, because her abilities going fucking X's and Y's and L's and A's and B's. It always does different shit. Like sometimes when the silence is on there, it's crazy, but the slow is just irrelevant. Like I said, her dash can get caught out. You run Kabrakan into a Baba Yaga, she goes to dash, you just fucking want her, and it takes the cooldown away. So when she starts charging it, if you catch her dash, that's it. She is safe in her ult, but sometimes, you know, you could just burn her. If you have enough damage, you just run at her. She ults away. If she doesn't get the knock up, dude, just keep running her down, man, and just kill her. Kill her before she can get the damage off. She's still very strong pick. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing on Baba Yaga here. She's very good. That's why she's on my top 5 mages. She's number 4. But just doesn't do enough to be better than Morgan Le Fay, Persephone Thoth, in my opinion. So we're going to keep her at number 4. Number 5 is going to be Discordia, and I'm going to put Discordia in A+. Discordia is a solid pick still. I don't think she's very strong. I don't think she's ban worthy, or, you know, I don't think, you know, if for some reason, you know, Thoth, Persephone, MLF, and Baba get banned or picked, Discordia can be really, really, really fucking good. Her 2, if they're playing close together, her 2 is nuts. You know, her 2-1 combo. Her 2-1 combo is very, very good. She can dash. Let's just say you have like a double frontline type of deal going on, where you have a guardian and a warrior, and they're creating a lot of space for you. You can 2-1 dash, 2-1 dash, 1-2 dash. You can constantly be dashing in the backline. If you're building Sands, you're building Chronos Pendant, you're building Mirrodin, which is what I would do in my opinion. Sands of Time, Chronos Pendant, Mirrodin. You have full CDR at that point, plus Chronos Pendant passive, plus your passive in your dash. Your cooldowns are up constantly, and you have decent MP5 from the blue and the Chronos Pendant and the Sands. You're just constantly spamming abilities. Her ult is disgusting. I believe it has Prot Shred on there. Let me know if I'm incorrect on that, but I believe it has Prot Shred. Really good damage. You can ult from a very long distance away, from very far away. You're CC immune. You have a dash that can go over walls. Discordia she's really good. I would be picking Discordia in my games if I were you. And then that's number 5. So honorable mention, Agni. And I'm gonna put Agni in A+. Agni is still a solid pick. I don't think he's as good as Shiva Osiris. Actually, you know what? I'll put him there. Agni's really good. Agni has range. He has safety. What I don't like about Agni and why I think he's, you know, not top 5 worthy is when he's ulting, he's just standing there, dude. He's a sitting duck. I just had a game where I was Sun Wukong playing into an Agni. He went to go, you know, his speeds are down. His dash is up, but he went to go ult and then run away. And by the time he ulted, I was tiger stunning into him. He tried to turn and dash out. It's just too late. You're just a sitting duck. You're standing there, you know. So Agni, I think that's what his downfall is. His dash, he can be super countered by Kabrakan. Kabrakan really fucks on Agni. But he has really good damage, really good safety, and he has a stun ability. If you're any good at all, you can land your stuns with Agni, and that's where he really, really is a good pick. is just not just dropping damage, but providing crowd control for your team. If you're trying to get out, if you're trying to get in, you can set up with Agni. You don't have to just glass cannon, you know, drop abilities and do damage. Sure, that's what he's probably the best at, but don't forget you have a stun. So yeah, Agni's my honorable mention at mages. So yeah, guys, that is my top 5 of each class list. If you would move God anywhere, let me know. You know, I'll probably post a picture on this video edited in showing like each class in top 5, but I guess just ignore where I put them. Like Neja better than Thoth is better than Persephone. I don't really know, but Thoth's better than Persephone. So as far as classes, I do have them in order, ranked in order, in front of each other. You know, I wouldn't have it like this, you know, but as far as like Deja being better than Charon and Kuzenbo, or, you know, Kuzenbo being better than Charon, no, Persephone being better than Kuzenbo, I don't know, dude. Talk amongst yourselves, but that's my top 5 of each class in Ranked Joust. Let me know in the comments, guys. Show some love in the comments and let me know if I fucked anything up, if you disagree hardcore with me, if I'm an idiot, if I'm super smart, if I'm big brain, high level IQ. Just let me know in the comments, man. And I do like making content like this. This was fun. Maybe I'll do something else different. Let me know what you want to see. And yeah, guys, that's all. And I don't know, man. See y'all in the next video.